So as if there hasn't been enough stupid shit going on with the whole weekend of protesting, people apparently want Trump to go to court over all of it. US Uncut. Why Donald Trump should be arrested for inciting racial violence. And already you could tell that this is a progressive news outlet. If Donald Trump uses his platform for inciting violence and his supporters act violently, at what point should Trump be held responsible? So what about the fucking protesters, huh? You know, apparently the MoveOn.org, which I'll do a separate video on probably later on in the week, maybe. But what about them? You know, they're the ones who apparently, well, not apparently, they came on and said it, that they freaking stopped his freaking rally. So what about them? Well, anyways, the term race war has been frequently used to describe American race relations in recent years. African Americans cry for justice as corrupt police officers get away with killing them in the streets. Immigrants live in fear of being ripped from their families for the crime of seeking out a higher quality of life for their families. And Muslim Americans are physically beaten and stabbed because they look like terrorists. Okay, African Americans, I'll admit the police do go after them. But, I mean, fucking, how many of your of the freaking African Americans are actually, you know, like criminals? Like freaking, they have the lowest population, but they have the highest crime. I think was freaking the FBI statistics. I think. And immigrants, I mean, fucking, if they come here legally, it's okay. I'm a Mexican, and I don't think fucking illegal people coming in from Mexico illegally should fucking be here. And Muslims, I've never heard anyone freaking, I haven't heard freaking people beating up Muslim Americans or stabbing them because they look like terrorists. So where the fuck do you get that bullshit? But drowning out all these atrocities is the hysterical scream of depressingly sizable chunk of white Americans applying this behavior while insisting that American minorities are somehow to blame for the country's problems. Motherfucker! It's fucking, you know, it is a good sizable chunk of white Americans, but there are fucking black people, Muslims, Mexicans voting for Trump, you fucking idiot! And they're not saying, or fucking Trump's not saying that it's the fucking minorities' problem. He's saying that's other countries that are freaking fucking themselves over. He's saying that's China's fault for freaking, you know, all the businesses going there or something. It's Mexico's fault for having all the fucking drugs in the drug cartel over there. He's not saying that it's the fucking Mexicans specifically. He's just saying it's the fucking country. And maybe he's probably blaming more of the leaders too, but who knows? This army of racists has been found, or has found a general in Trump, or Donald Trump, and it's time he be held criminally liable for his speech. But you know, fucking, oh, you know, I was gonna say, you know, fucking Black Lives Matter and fucking all these other SJWs, progressives and shit, but I forgot, it's not racist if it's fucking white people. The misdemeanor charge of inciting a riot is defined in its simplest form as urging or instigating other persons to riot. In other words, if you push a group of people towards violence, you have broken the law and should be facing criminal charges. You know, I talk a lot of shit about Black Lives Matter, and I know some of them freaking didn't want it, but another set of them fucking caused the riots in Ferguson and Baltimore, so why aren't they fucking in jail? Huh? God damn it, man. And you know, even freaking this MoveOn.org fucking they made Trump close his fucking rally, so why aren't they in jail for freaking, you know, suppressing his free speech? Oh, but again, it's because he's white, that's why it's okay, you fucking hypocrites. And as I said in the last video, you know, if one of Donald Trump's people actually did this, you know, we'd never hear the end of it until fucking, I don't know if probably until, you know, Donald Trump or the presidential elections are over, or if we would actually hear it after that, but see if the following Trump quotes qualify as he speaks at his rallies about anti-Trump protesters, many of whom are people of color. Wasn't the fucking Chicago rally, like, there was a bunch of white people who were actually doing the shit? Or one of them? I don't even remember. If you see anybody throw a tomato and knock the crap out of them, would you? Just knock the hell out of them. I'll pay for the legal fees, I promise. I mean, sure, it's a fucking tomato, but isn't that really considered assault? I mean, what if it's something that's not a tomato? What if it's a rock and it fucking hits him? And, leaves a bruise? I mean, I know a tomato won't do it, but fucking, what if it's not a tomato? I mean, isn't that considered fucking, well, assault? Isn't that considered assault? He wants someone to protect him from fucking an object from hurting him. I mean, in the good old days, this doesn't happen because they used to treat him very, very rough. And when they protested once, they would not do it again so easily. They get away with murder because we've become weak. We've become weak. As Riley, a Trump supporter, got his so keyed up with rage that he punched a black protester to the ground. And I bet a lot of these fucking progressives, if it was back in the old days, Martin Luther King days, were fucking, well, they sent the dogs on you and freaking sprayed you with water hose. I bet a lot of them would quit. Like a lot of these are fucking crybabies. They'd give up pretty quick. Let me tell you. And sure, that guy apparently starved himself at the freaking MIU rally. I mean, I don't know if he really did or not, but I mean, he's fucking rich, so I don't know why he's doing it. Part of the problem and part of the reason it takes so long is nobody wants to hurt each other anymore, right? Our country has to toughen up, folks. We have to toughen up. These people are bringing us down. Remember that they're bringing us down. These are not good people. These are not the people that are going to make our country great. These are the people that are destroying our country. Well, I'll admit that one is kind of that's not very good to say. But does he actually say that, someone, that we should like fight? Not really. He's just saying that we need to toughen up. Yeah, like he doesn't really say that, we should go out and freaking punch the guy next to us if he doesn't disagree or something. He just says that we need to toughen up. And then, of course, they're not good people and shit, but I mean, none of those quotes really. I mean, the first one kind of, but I mean, it makes sense because it's like it could be considered assault if it's something. Well, I don't know if the tomato would actually count, but if it's a rock, yeah, it's assault. So that one on top is actually legit. But the other, like the other three, they don't really freaking. They're not saying that you should go out and fucking punch people who freaking are having these protests. So I'm not sure how this is a fucking, causing a riot and shit. It's not Trump's fault. It's the fucking people who freaking go out and do it. This is just a small sample of the kind of violent language Trump has been using while his supporters have repeatedly brutalized unarmed protesters. Finally accumulating an all-out riot in Chicago between activists and Trump supporters, which resulted in multiple injuries and arrests. Yeah, but none of the Trump supporters started that shit, and I mean, the one on top, yes, it's kind of violent language, but Trump's just saying that if you see someone throwing shit at me, I want you to fucking protect me. I mean, I'd want someone to protect me if they were fucking throwing shit. I mean, I'd probably dodge it, maybe, if I saw it coming, but... And it's not fucking... It's like, none of this is Trump's fault. It's the other people's fault for freaking, like, doing it if they are doing it. Like, the Chicago people, they're doing it, but the Trump supporters, like, that one guy who punched the freaking black protester, yeah, that was his fault. But it wasn't Trump's fault, and it was none of the other people's fault for punching him, or having him punch him. Trump responded to the violence with a big thumbs up. The organized group of people, many of them thugs, who shut down our First Amendment rights in Chicago have totally energized America. What? He fucking closed the rally? Like, I like how you didn't mention that he closed the rally to try and get people to not hurt each other. I mean, fucking, it could have been a lot worse, like he says. And it's fucking Chicago. There's a reason why people call it Chirac. If that gangs were over there, there'd definitely be some killings involved. I'm not sure. Like, Donald Trump, he's really good with freaking his words, because he says many of them are thugs, but he doesn't say all of them are thugs, and, like, we don't know. We can't really tell how many of them are thugs. And he's right, they did shut down his First Amendment rights. Honestly, you guys are just like, you're just boosting him up with this shit, so I don't know why you're freaking Surprised. This has been going on for like since he started. You guys have been attacking him constantly, and what's he doing? He's just going up in the polls. Do you guys not understand? The more you do this, the more up in the polls he's gonna get. We long since passed the point in which Trump has any plausible deniability with how he directs his supporters to treat protesters. Indeed, it's a cycle that only Trump profits from. So what about the protesters treating the supporters? Too, though. Again, Chicago, it's not fucking Trump's fault for an organized group to go there and fucking shut down his shit. To freaking, and Trump has no control over his freaking supporters either. So, like, what the fuck? It's an unintentional Trump profit, too. you, you guys are fucking. People are fucking tired of you guys freaking controlling the narrative and shit. So you guys are the fucking problem, or fucking helping Trump profit. Trump spouts racist rhetoric, causing anti-racist activists to protest him. This is just like fucking Cologne, the Cologne attack. All these women get raped, and fucking the mayor of the town says, "Oh, it's the fucking victim's fault for fucking getting raped." Like, what the fuck? Oh, Trump's the reason why these anti-racist activists are protesting him. They don't have to fucking protest him. They don't have to go out and fucking protest him. Like, they could just sit at home and just fucking go on the internet and fucking bitch and moan there instead of going to his actual rallies to do it. Motherfucker. Like, you don't know, like, I just want to scream at this shit. I'm trying to be a little calm about it. Then Trump encourages his followers to attack the protesters. Dude, no. Dude, where's the quote? Where's the quote where he says it? You show the other quote where fucking, he's saying that these thugs were attacking or shut down the rally. But where's his quote where he fucking, says that he encourages the followers to attack them? Where's the quote? I want to see the quote. I know you're not going to fucking give it. Fucking. This causes more activists to show up. Until Trump rallies look more like two opposing armies on the battlefield, screaming and hitting each other while Trump cheers them on. Trump is pushing his followers to do more than vote for him this November. He wants a war. The violence is clearly escalating. If prosecutors and police don't hold him accountable, the Chicago riots will only be the beginning. I feel like you guys are threatening that this is going to happen because, again, Bernie Trump hasn't done anything about it. He has, it's not his fucking fault. So I honestly think that, this is a warning that you guys are going to try and make this shit worse. Now, you would think that this is nothing but empty words and ranting, but just wait until you see this. Look at this bullshit. This is the fucking White House's motherfucking website. Arrest and prosecute Donald J. Trump for incitement to violence, legal President Brandenburg versus Ohio. And I should say that this is their petition for freaking stuff on the White House. But still, this is the fucking White House's government website. And you guys want to fucking arrest him for shit that he had no control over? Well, let's just move on and read this shit. So Donald J. Trump has been inciting violent acts amongst his supporters. He should be arrested and prosecuted for this. Legal precedent, Brandenburg versus Ohio, to wit, the court held that government cannot punish inflammatory speech unless that speech is directed to inciting and is likely to incite imminent lawless action. Clearly he is doing exactly that. Now, I'm just going to scroll down here so we could see how many signatures. Signatures needed by April 12th, 2016 to reach the goal of 100,000. 20,822. So 79,178 people signed this fucking petition. Like, what the fuck? Good job, douchebags. You're freaking gonna make freaking the government pay tax money for fucking something that Donald Trump had nothing to do with it. So good job, assholes. You're making me spend my fucking tax money for bullshit. Oh my god. Now, do I think they're gonna get all 100,000 signatures by then? Yeah, probably. But do I think anything's actually going to be done? Like, anything's going to actually happen about it? I mean, Trump will probably go to court, but fucking nothing's going to really happen. You know, it's just like that's why I said it's going to be a waste of our fucking tax money because I'm sure it's going to go all the way to Supreme Court. Freaking, wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump did some shit talking and fucking like they ruled freaking that free speech is freaking, or hate speech, not free speech. Hate speech is free speech. Like it's just so stupid that you guys would freaking on the fucking White House's fucking website, you guys would start a petition to try and get Trump in jail for something he didn't even fucking do. Oh my god, this is and freaking I I just found out about this a couple days ago after I freaking finished my last Trump video. I'm like, son of a bitch, I gotta freaking do this now. Talk about it. Oh my god, this is this is just getting ridiculous.